Hello everybody, how are we all doing? If you're new here then hello, my name is Kelsey Hutchings and I'm owner of Elska Beauty. Now today I will be using and reviewing for you two of the main bits from the Morphe X Coca-Cola collaboration. We have got the mascara and the 1971 palette, the Unity collection. I'm excited to use it. It's been a while since I've done a video like this, but I am a quality over quantity kind of gal. So now there is something out that I wanted to try and use for you guys. Here we are. So if you'd like to see how I got on, carry on watching. Okay, so first up we have the mascara. Now this is called the Make It Big Volumizing Mascara and it's in the, obviously in the Coca-Cola 1971, the Unity collection packaging. Now it says 100% experienced instant volume. 98% said the mascara was easy to build and layer. Now I did actually order the sample of this when it came out. Y'all know that I love a sample, so I already know that I really like this mascara. But I just love this packaging. I really wanted to order the full size anyway, and then when I saw this collection I was like, what an opportunity. So yeah, I really like this packaging. It's obviously got the Coca-Cola X Morphe writing on there, then like the Coca-Cola 1971 writing right there. So we're all good, and obviously we're going to use it in a minute, so happy times. And now if you've been watching my channel for a little while, you know that I'm not always the biggest eyeshadow eye look person. I am very much a skin makeup gal. That's when I get super excited. But when I saw this palette, I was thinking, I actually really like that palette, and you'll see why in a minute. So yeah, and I absolutely love this packaging. Like, I'm here for it. I just absolutely love it. I like 70s type stuff anyway, but yeah, really love that. So let's open it up and have a look. They're wrapped in a bit of bubble wrap. So that's what it looks like. Obviously got the shape of the Coca-Cola bottle on the front. Let's get rid of that bit of plastic at the top for now. There we go. How lush is that? And one of the main reasons why I love this palette, to get my adjustments, is because I feel like you've got quite your neutral, your bronzies, and golds here that we all love. You've got a bit of gold there that you can add a pop of colour with, that I feel like we all love. But then I think if you feel like you want a pop of colour, I just think this is a really good palette. And I know I often revert back to what would be good to take on holiday, because I've got it on the brain, but I do feel like this would be a really good holiday palette for those reasons. You've got your bronzers, you've got sort of that orangey mustardy colour there, which I think is really nice. And then if you feel like a bit of colour, feeling a bit wild, then you can do so. So let's create a look, shall we? I don't know what colour to go for. I knew I'd be like this. Whether to go for greens or the blues. Let's do it. I was just sat here looking at the imagery on here. I just think it's so pretty. And on that writing at the top, it says, I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. Cute. Now, as I'm sat here pondering what colours to use, the first thing I'm going to use is this shadow here. Sometimes it's just nice to create that base. So firstly, I'm just going to go in with that with quite a big eyeshadow brush. We're just going to go in with that just to give us a nice even base colour. Now I think what I'm going to do is start with a neutral bronzy-ish eye and then put a pop of colour in the middle. So I keep forgetting to show you the shades I'm using. What should we go for first? I'm thinking maybe a little bit of that one, which is called Join Hands. Cute. I haven't even noticed the names on here. What am I at? So the one I just used was Good Company, and the one I'm about to use is called Join Hands. It's a very 70s term, I imagine. Shall I get my little smaller mirror out so I can actually see what I'm doing? Oh, I'll just use this one. Bit all over the place today. So, Join Hands. I'm going to pop that in the crease. Do a bit of a windscreen motion. Windscreen motion? Windscreen wiper motion. Come on, gal. You can do this. I've now got that song in my head, which you're probably now going to hate me for, because I'm probably getting yours now. Do you remember that? I wish I was a punk rocker. That song. that one. That was a bit of a 70s vibe song, wasn't it? So I'm just trying to build up that colour. Now I'm just going to get a slightly smaller, denser brush. I'm going to get the same colour. Again, just going to go in on the crease, but try and make it a bit more targeted, just to give us a bit more depth. And I'm just going to drag it down to the lash line slightly, almost creating like a bit of a V shape. Now when you do your first colour, when you're doing an eyeshadow look, so you're going right into the crease and just creating that base. If you ever find that you've gone a little bit heavy-handed or anything like that, you just grab a real big fluffy brush. This is the Coca My Tapered Crease brush. Now you can either just purely get it, you know, when it's clean and go over the top, or you can get a colour like that first base colour, the Good Company one, and go in and just blend it out and it'll look all nice and seamless again. I was just looking and I really like that that's the Spirit colour there. I think that would look really nice by itself. If you sort of wanted to do a quick eye look or pop some in the crease, I think that would look quite pretty. Should I put a little bit in there? I'm going to end up with just like every colour on my face, aren't I? Let's just put a little bit in there. Just a little bit. Give it a bit more of peach vibes. There's so many eye looks that you could do with this palette. I think that's another reason why it attracted me. Just because you could do like one of the colours on like all over your lid, you could mix it up like I want to do. You could just, there's so many different variations that you could do with this, and I think that's why I really liked it. In the advert for it, I'm pretty sure it's that colour that the girl's got all over her lid, which is like a shimmery blue, 1971. Very apt name for the collection. I feel like it's always so tempting to just stick to your comfort zone with stuff like this and go for the bronzy golds, but I'm not, all right? I'm gonna do some colour, and I am starting to get a bit more into colour when it comes to makeup, so believe it or not. So I'm now gonna get a more flat brush. This is the MAC 239, it's a little bit rubbed off, but I'm just gonna go in with a bit of colour, play around with it, see what we like. Oh my God, I love that shade as well. That Total Unity, like the orangey red shade. I don't know whether should I go blue or green? Blue or green, blue or green. Let's go green. Everything I like is like green at the minute, so let's go with that. I might have to use my finger because sometimes you get a bit more of a colour payout with shimmery shadows. But I'm just going to try and pop some down the middle. Oh my God, look how nice that colour is. Oh my God, look how nice that colour is. Let me zoom you in. Look at that. Woo. That's such a nice colour payout as well. Like when I'm looking at myself in the mirror or in front of me. Oh, it's such a nice colour payout. Woohoo! Let's go for it. So I've tried to just focus that green shadow right in the centre of the eye and done almost like a bit of a rainbow shape. You might have to switch it up a little bit depending on your eye shapes. Pretty much everybody has one sort of eyebrow that sits higher than the other, so that obviously will affect your eyelid. So sometimes you do have to switch it up a little bit. I know that I often have to do eyeshadow on this eye slightly different to my other eye to then make it look even. If that makes sense, I hope that it does. But I'm now going to go round with a slightly thinner brush again. This is the Coca My Precise Crease, which is, again, a very good name. So I'm going to go in with a slightly darker brown. So I'm thinking I'm either going to go for Commercial Break or Warm Fuzzies. I think I want to try and keep this sort of warm rather than dark, so I think I'm going to go with Warm Fuzzies, which is that slightly red tone brown there. See, this is how much I'm not used to doing eyeshadows product reviews there, but so far I am loving this palette. The colour payoff is so good, and one of my favourite things about Morphe is that they are really affordable, but the products are good. You know, you're not getting rubbish products for the price. I mean, yeah. Oh, I didn't even go through prices, did I? So all I'm doing with this warmer brown is just going around the top of the green and just sort of making sure that it's nice and seamless, and then I've got a nice pop of colour in the middle, which is what we wanted. I'm then going to get that big fluffy brush again, just go around the edge of the green and just make sure it's nice and seamlessly blended, because that's what we want. I'm just going to do the same on the other eye. So I've just neatened up that halo shape. As you can tell, I'm not very good at showing one eye. Using that Warm Fuzzies colour, because we're also using shades from the same sort of colour family. So layering up a few different shades of brown just helps give your eye that depth as well. So it's sort of doing it 2 in 1, but we've just neatened up that shape a little bit and we're all good. It looks weird looking in the mirror and having that pop of colour, but I actually really like it. And anything green at the minute I'm just living for. So to just balance out the eye, I'm just going to put a bit of shadow underneath. So I'm going to go in with Join Hands and Warm Fuzzies, which is the 2 shades that we used on the eye. Make sure it's all nice and matchy, you know. This is the Morphe M411 brush and I just think it's perfect for this. Just making sure you're matching up to the outer corner. I feel like it's really quite bright, but also quite a few clouds in the sky today. And I'm looking at myself in this and it looks like it's really dark, but the sun is out, I swear. That's just balanced out the eye a little bit. Now, do I put eyeliner on and do I not? Sometimes when I'm not sure, I like to use an eyeshadow for eyeliner because it is a little bit more subtle. That's something I like to do with my bridal clients as well. Unless you really, really want eyeliner, then obviously you can. It's all personal preference. I just feel like this sometimes looks a bit softer. So what I might do is use a bit of Iconic Italy, which is that dark brown shade there, as a little bit of eyeliner. Basically, I'm just trying to use as many colours as possible, guys, you know. We are testing out this eyeshadow palette anyway. So you can either use a completely, this one's slightly angled, but a flat line brush, which is the Morphe, I want to say M165, but it's worn off. But it is just an angled liner brush. And I've also got the Charlotte Tilbury eyeliner brush here as well, but I do often like to use that for eyeshadow. So I'm going to try the Charlotte Tilbury one first, just because it is a little bit thinner. Just going to go more so on the outer corner, just to give us a bit of lash definition. Sometimes I like to just do it on the outer corner, as in just I've started from here to here, a really thin line. That can often make your eyes look brighter and it gives sort of the illusion that your lashes are thicker as well, which is always a nice thing. So I think I might just leave it at that, because I quite like that. Okay, so as you can see, this is what my lashes look like without needing the mascara, just so you can see the difference. But you guys know I love trying a new mascara, so couldn't help but try this one. Don't you just love a fresh mascara? So this is what the brush looks like. Quite a chunky brush, but it's sort of like a kind of shape as well. So well at describing things, don't I? So yeah, we are going in. Okay, so I've done my top lashes. As you can see, it is a major difference. I really, really like this mascara. Okay, so there is the eyeshadow and mascara done. I've obviously just finished off my mascara and I've just added some of the Misguided Beauty Slick Flick Waterproof Gel Liner in the shade First Base. It's just a nude eyeliner, but I really like wearing them lately. I just think it makes your eyes look nice and bright and helps it, you know, look like you've slept, which I feel like we probably all need at the moment. My hair has gone so fluffy today. I think it's like the drizzly rain that we had yesterday, but no amount of serum or oil is helping me today. So this is just the way it is, you know. Okay, so mascara, already knew I loved that, but I am living for this packaging on this whole range. I just think it's so bright, it's fun, it's happy, it's colourful. It's what I'm all about. I'm just really, really liking it. So yeah, mascara I already knew I really liked. I think it is really good for thickening and volumizing the lashes. Sometimes you might find that you need to sort of give your lashes a bit of a comb afterwards, or use a lengthening mascara afterwards just to maybe comb out the lashes a little bit. But it completely depends on if you like your lashes to look a bit clumpier or not. I wouldn't say it makes your lashes clumpy as such, but I sometimes notice that a couple of mine sometimes do clump together a little bit, but I feel like that's probably more to do with my lashes than the mascara. So yeah, I do like the mascara and would recommend it. It's £12. This range is so affordable, and like I said, that was one of the things I just love about Morphe. So you've got the mascara there for £12. The palette is £22. Yeah. And I really like this palette, so I would definitely recommend it. I mean, I'm saying so much, aren't I? I just keep looking at it because I just think it's such a good versatile palette. I absolutely love the colours. I love that it's got some colour in there, and you've still got some of your traditionals as well. I just feel like if you're packing your makeup bag, this is a good palette to put in. And I don't know why I wasn't sure what the colour payoff would be like. I sometimes feel like with coloured, bright, especially a bit shimmery eyeshadow, sometimes the colour payoff is a little bit wishy-washy, or you have to put on like 1,000 layers to get a colour. But the colour payout on this is awesome, and especially for the price point, £22, I just think you can't go wrong. Fab palette, and I absolutely love it. Really liking this green. I'm looking forward to trying out the blues and all the other colours. Looking in the mirror now, I do feel like, I don't know, I think colour on your eyes is, I don't know, I just think it looks nice. I think it looks fresh. I think it looks modern, even though I do quite like the traditional like bronzy things. I feel like I want to start playing around with makeup and a bit of colour a bit more, because I just think it just looks nice, and on any age as well. I hate hearing women say, you know, I can't do that, I'm too old, because you can. You just have to alter the way you do it sometimes, but not always. So if you fancy a bit of colour in your makeup routine, go for it. It doesn't just have to be on your eyes, it could be on your lipstick, it could be a slightly different blush, could be a different shade of highlight. Just get playing around with some colour, especially as summer is coming up. It's a good time to do it. I don't feel like I've had much time to chat because I've just been concentrating on my shadow, but today is May 17th. Everyone's been banging on about June, but I tell you, May 17th is where it's at. That is when all the things that I've really missed are coming back. So we are allowed in people's houses, we are allowed to eat inside restaurants and cafes and all that kind of thing, and cinemas are opening. Can I get an amen? Those are all the things that I've really missed. So I'm feeling positive this week and taking it day by day, as I have done throughout this whole pandemic. It's a good way to cope with things, where it is for me anyway, but it's nice to have some plans in place. My parents are coming over for dinner tonight, and they're going to meet Rio, their grandbird, which I'm excited about, as are they. And we're going to actually eat together inside, which is going to be lush. And then Wednesday it's my birthday. But I don't think anyone should count this year, so I'm going to be 28 again, guys. I'm not 29. But I still kind of do want to be 30 next year, so that we can do the whole big celebration thing. So not sure how that's going to work, but let's just do us, whatever suits us, yeah? Anything goes now, I feel like. And what else? And Sunday, me and Jack have booked to go to the cinema and to go for dinner. So I am absolutely buzzing for that, because that is like one of our favourite things to do, is cinema and eat. Going to Pizza Express, it's my first choice. Don't judge me, alright? I absolutely love it in there. I'm going to order about 60 bowls of dough balls, a million pizzas, and like a zillion cheesecakes. Maybe some Diet Coke to go with it, you know. Oh look, matched that in quite well, didn't I? So yeah, I am very much looking forward to this week. I hope you guys are okay. I know that a lot of us are still experiencing a lot of anxiety around restrictions easing. There's a lot of people that are excited and happy, which is great, but there's also people that are very anxious about things easing, and it's okay to be a mixture of both. You know, I'm obviously so happy that my business is opened again back in April, and I'm happy to see that some things are coming back to normal, you know, things opening up we just talked about, and it was announced that we're now legally allowed to hug our loved ones, which I still think is a nutty headline, but it was a headline nonetheless. But just because we can do these things doesn't mean that people necessarily want to or feel comfortable with it. So I just feel like we need to be very aware of people's anxieties and just accept them and respect them. You know, we're all going to be hugging each other again soon. I just feel like if somebody dodges a hug from you, or still doesn't want to sit shoulder to shoulder with you, or is uncomfortable with, you know, you and 20 other people in your garden, then that's okay. You know, we're all dealing with this differently, and we've all got to move at our own pace. And by the end of the year, I hope that we will all feel a lot more comfortable with things and yeah, just a funny old time, isn't it, really? After that nice little diversion, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I very much enjoyed using this palette, particularly if you couldn't already tell. Hopefully I will be incorporating some more colour into my makeup routine. Thank you for watching, guys. If you did enjoy, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you've bought anything from the range, please let me know how you've got on with it. It would be good to know. See you soon, guys. Take care. Bye.